Hey guys, so our generation, we're told the same thing over and over again. Just work harder, stop buying coffee, stop doing DoorDash, stop getting food, stop getting fast food. You need a meal prep. But what if the problem is a lot bigger than that? I just feel like our generation, we're facing a lot of challenges that previous generations before us, they never had to deal with. So today I'm going to go over the five main challenges I think that we're facing as a generation. And I think this is going to really hold our generation back. So the first problem is inflation. Everything just costs a lot more. Starting from gas, right? Gas has shot through the roof the last 3, 4 months. Groceries, insurance, rent, all of this stuff, it just keeps on going up and up. And the worst thing about this is we're still earning what we were earning but like 5 years ago. However, our expenses have just skyrocketed. And so even if you get a raise at work, but your expenses are rising faster, you're actually moving backwards. So I feel like a lot of people are feeling this right now. It's not just myself. The second problem, it's definitely housing, which is like the hallmark of the United States. Most young people, that's when they would truly feel like they accomplished the American dream, when they would go ahead and put their down payment on their first house. Right now, houses have skyrocketed, and 10 years ago, the interest rates were much lower, the property taxes were much lower, insurance was much lower, even maintenance was much lower, right? So right now, our generation, I just feel like getting a home is just so out of reach. And then a lot of our generation, we're not even really focused on that anymore because we rather invest in the S&P 500, which we've seen historically has generated much higher returns than real estate. So the third issue is definitely AI. This is literally Skynet out of the Terminator series from the 90s and 80s. I feel like this is such a pivotal point in the human race that we're going to look back at this 100 years from now and we're going to either really regret what's going on right now, or we're going to really appreciate it. So I think this is another big issue. A lot of jobs that we used to go to college, get a degree for, a lot of them are being automated by AI, and it's already insanely competitive. And the fourth one, I just want to go ahead and tack it right along because it's about the same thing. It's global outsourcing, right? So if your job's not going to, let's say, AI, it's going to the other type of AI, which is like artificial Indian, right? Sitting somewhere in India, in Bangalore, Delhi. But this is creating so much competition because now instead of paying minimum wages here, now you can outsource that job to India or the Philippines. And guess what? You're paying a third or a fourth of what you would pay an American employee. And then you get the same work, if not better. And then you don't have to deal with all the liabilities. I get it from an employer standpoint, it's a great thing. But from a employee, trying to get into the job force, this is horrible. I really hate this right now. And then last but not least, I think we are in the worst dating and marriage market of humankind. And I think this is a global issue, but definitely the Western countries are getting hit with it much harder. It's swipe left or swipe right, easy hookups, easy flings. No one wants responsibility. And a lot of people like myself, we want to just start a family. We want some stability. But today, dating is so difficult because if you're not like a top tier guy, you're not getting like any gals. Not even, we're not even talking about the top tier gals, but like it's just so hard. As a guy, you're competing in a guy in your 20s these days. You're literally competing with guys in their 50s. I mean, some of those guys, they're, picking out of the same pool. And I feel like it's very difficult to compete with someone that's a multimillionaire and you're over here trying to, fight and get a job and compete against AI. It's very depressing to say the least. But and all honestly, the birth rate, it shows for it. We have as in humankind, we have the lowest birth rate going on right now. So it's definitely showing. But I think this is honestly probably the worst thing on this list, to be honest with you guys. So just like any generation, I think we're facing real challenges. And the people who are going to succeed, they're going to be the ones that adapt. they're gonna avoid bad debt. They're gonna make the good investments. But I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think the biggest challenges are that are facing our generation? Do you think it's inflation? Do you think it's housing, outsourcing, AI? What do you think about the dating and marriage market? I want to know your thoughts. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, please sure to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.